Windley is a full primary Decile 1 school in Porirua East, Wellington. The Windley School library is pivotal to creating readers and developing literacy. The library is integral to classroom reading program, and the collection is targeted to meet diverse reading needs and interests. The library welcomes all of the school community and actively promotes preschool literacy. Windley school teachers are readers and actively promote books and reading. Windley School students visit the local Cannons Creek Public Library during school time and after school, and often encourage their parents and other family to use the library with them. The collaboration between school and public library is building a community of readers.
Well, I guess when we had the library built, we were getting a much larger space. So it's almost in two sections. So we've got the collection in one place, and then a big space where we had this vision where it was a place for children just to relax and enjoy books and to read together by themselves. So we've got a selection of seating and cushions, and it opens out to a lovely deck. So in summer it creates a nice space at lunchtimes and after school for children to come and relax and enjoy books.
Sure. I think first and foremost we looked at the library as being an integral part of the reading program rather than just a separate standalone place where you go just to change books and so forth. The way that I do it is first of all it's setting those expectations up early in the year about the purpose of reading in all its forms and what happens at that time. On the first day I brought in like all the reading I'd had in the holidays and just had a pile sitting next to me and just said this is what I read in the holidays and went through. I mean the kids were just I'm really excited about the fact that that amount of reading can be done and so forth. And I had boys from there took those books away and went and sat there and read about Tana Imanga and so forth. And then secondly, I guess the other main area is that the teacher reading time, which I think is hugely important and throughout the age range. I mean, every opportunity you're saying to the children in the class, about the enjoyment of reading and so forth, and modelling it and showing it to the children. Some days it'll be reading the newspaper, some days it may be reading a magazine or something within the class, like the Guinness Book of World Records and Ripley's graphic novels, and so you can read a variety of them, but always also ensuring that you're reading a book that, a novel or something that's important to shift them on into reading books that are more substantial in terms of having to read over a number of days and weeks.
We've got a really good relationship with our local library up at Cannons Creek, and Bea, the librarian there, I talk with her and she gives me lots of tips on very popular series or books that I might not know about, and so we go with that as well.
And when I began working here, I thought a really good way to build a customer base would be to ring my old friend and say, why don't you bring a class up? And we started doing that just Vanessa and I, and it's sort of spread right through the junior and middle syndicates, so that now I think we have 9 classes come up and do the kind of thing that's going on in the background at the moment, a fortnight.
Yeah. Well, I guess one of the main things is that the children are aware that it's here and that they come in. And they get involved as well in the holiday programs that Bea sets up.
They come in and do homework, quite large groups of them now. Some of them bring their parents in and use the resources that are here to work interactively with their parents as well, which is just wonderful.
The inquiry for one of the areas of the school at the moment is around spiders. So we've got a huge display with some spiders around and links to on our intranet with links to places on the internet that they can find information around spiders as well. We use the National Library, so we use National Library books to boost our collection because obviously it's very difficult to have enough books on a particular topic when there's 4 or 5 classes studying that. Roald Dahl, we had a focus on Roald Dahl, and we had a lot of teachers were reading Roald Dahl when they were going into the library. We had a lot of Roald Dahl books out, made links again to websites and information, and there were groups of children that gathered information about Roald Dahl and where, you know, a bit of a history around Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and classes voted for their favourite Roald Dahl book. So they had Roald Dahl work up at the local library, Roald Dahl work in our library, Roald Dahl work in the classrooms. And then we had this huge, it ended up in this huge assembly where Bea and Donnie from the library came and joined us as well. And it was all around Roald Dahl stories. And we've done that before with Harry McCleary when it was his birthday. And that was nice because Linley Dodd visited the local shopping mall, the bookshop there, and we took a lot of the work down for her, and we'd made a big cake, not a real cake, but a big cake, and the candles were lists of the favourite stories, books that the children had. And that was nice because then she wrote to the school, to the classes, and thanked them and talked about it. So we've got in Pride of Place letter from Linley Dodd.